Oh, the universe is a giant place with so many mystical things to discover. Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be back with you. Well, I'm sitting here today looking at one of my newer pieces of jewelry. You know me, I am a jewelry addict. It's the one thing in life I'll never be minimalist on. But I got this really awesome, cool Celtic pendant. I hope you guys can see. It's kind of hard to see here. But in the middle is a triskelion, which is like a triple spiral. It represents the triple goddess. And all around it are Celtic knots and spirals. And the triquetra. See down at the bottom, it's got the triquetra down here. And then spirals and knots. Isn't that cool? I don't know. I just love it. I'm into my Celtic knots these days. I love it. So I've been wearing this. How you like it, huh? Say goodbye, be styling. Well, I am to tell you, I am in such a good mood today because you guys have just been so good to me. I want to give a big shout out to all of you who came up to yesterday's video. We had such a great time. We had an astrology forecast. That's right. I went through all the major transits of what is in the stars and what is coming for all of you this week. If you didn't see that, check it out because it's going to apply to every single person watching that video. It's for all the zodiac signs. So definitely see yesterday's video if you didn't get a chance to see it. Anyways, I am just glad you're here. And today we're going to do messages from the spirit world. Now, this is a show that I do every Tuesday. For those of you who are new here, you don't know this, but what I do is I gather a bunch of letters. People write to me and I answer psychic questions. I do little mini psychic readings. Yes, I am a professional psychic medium. I have a full-time practice in Alexandria, Virginia. And if you want to, sit down for a full hour with me, I do private sessions and I charge for those. You can read about that at my website, PsychicBob.com. That link will be below. But I'd love the chance to read for you, to sit down and look at your life journey. Full hour with me it's a private, it's a full hour. It's one-on-one, you and me. We cover everything: past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones. We look at your life missions, your themes, messages from those on the other side. We look at your karmic links, all of that, and I answer all of your questions. So if you want to get on my schedule, I do still have a few openings for this week for private sessions. Give me a call, 703-825-3929, okay? My phone number link will also be below. I'd love to sit down with you. Now, to answer a lot of questions that I get, is there any charge, though, to be on this show, on Messages from the Spirit World? The answer is no, $0. Absolutely free because it's an act of love, my heart to you. And so I have to be honest, though, I do get hundreds of letters a week. I can't always answer everybody. So if you've written to me and I haven't answered, please forgive me. It's not that I don't want to. It's just a numbers thing. There's only one Psychic Bob, and there's thousands of you. But I do actually read all the letters. And a lot of people's letters I just, offer prayers over, and I pray every night at my altar. So you are not forgotten. Even if I can't sit down and write everybody, I send up prayers for all of you. So thank you for your letters. Know that I am with you in spirit. So we're going to jump into the letters here today. By the way, I also have to say, I can't talk today. Even if your letter doesn't get answered, please listen to all the letters, because you never know when spirit might work through somebody else's letter to reach you. And I tell you, I've gotten so many confirmations of this. People will say, Bob, you were reading for Tom up in Buffalo, New York, but his situation was the same as me, and I live in Florida. My name's Sally. And, this is how it works. Sometimes spirit will draw me to a letter because they know there might be 5 people around the world who have the exact situation. Spirit wants to get the message out so that you know, because so many of you said, Bob, I'm calling on heaven to help me, please. Listen, that's why you need to listen to the letters, because the heavens, the spirit people, the spirit world will help you. But even if it's not your letter, they can work through others. So, I never know what happens. Spirit just leads me to pull letters, and it's just how it is. So I let the spirit decide who gets a message, and that's the way I work. So anyways, I hope you'll enjoy this. Sit back and relax, get a cup of tea, and let's see what the spirit world has. So before we get into that, let's all just take a moment. Let's center ourselves, and let's attune to the spirit world. Okay. Here we are. My spirit guide Fletcher's back here. He says hello. All right, let's jump right into it. Our first letter today is from Queen Amidala. And Queen Amidala says, Psychic Bob, when will I meet my love/partner? Hi, Queen Amidala. Looks like this summer for you is really bringing in a lot more openness in the love area. I think you've been ready for love, but the timing hasn't been right. I want you to watch around August of this year, around summertime, August. I keep seeing you meet somebody. I feel that they have dark hair, really handsome looking, tall guy, dark hair. And you're meeting him at literally a picnic. I see people, I think it's at like a corporate function, maybe a corporate picnic or a big event with their blankets on the lawn. And I see people talking and they're near you and you start talking. But it's going to be in August of this year, okay? Anyways, hope that helps. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from MJL Sanchez. And they write, Dear Hermano Bob. I like that, Hermano. That's Spanish, I believe means brother. Dear Hermano Bob, I have a question regarding my spirit guides and relatives who have passed. I've been going through a difficult time, and I know that I'm being protected by them. Can you give me some names of who is around me? Gracias, Hermano Bob. Blessings, benediction. Thank you, MJLA. Listen, I got to tell you, pick up around. You've got some angels around you. One is Angel Raphael. Yes, the archangel. You can have an archangel as a personal guide, but you have Archangel Raphael around you. He's one of your protectors. I also get another spirit guide. Is an angel, actually. She's a female. She's showing me beautiful, long, like silver hair, and she's got wings. Her name is Nora. She goes by the name of Nora. Nora is around you. I'm also hearing names shouted out from the spirit world. I get a Miriam. No, I think it's Maria, actually. Maria here. And I'm also getting another name, which is an E name. It's like an Eduardo. Eduardo, I get a Maria here. I'm also getting another spirit guide around you named Felipe. And it's interesting, Felipe shows me like he's dressed in clothing like 1930s. And he's playing like a saxophone. And he was a musician in the 1930s. He's a spirit guide for you. And he's coming in to bring you music to uplift your life. Felipe says, don't worry, you're protected. Your family is with you. I also get a great-grandfather here on the father's side and a grandmother, or a great-grandmother, excuse me, I believe on the mother's side. So you've got all these around you, but you are definitely being guided. You're not alone. But Felipe is helping you to laugh and have joy. I keep being shown that as we get into, around the end of May, beginning of June, you're going to start to feel things ease up a little bit because you've been under a lot of pressure, but the spirit people are guiding you, okay? Remember these names, Maria and Eduardo. Research them if you can't place them. I feel like they are relatives around you in spirit. Also with Archangel Raphael, Angel Nora, and your spirit guide Felipe, okay? Anyways, I hope that helps for you. Things are going to get better. Just hang in there. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, my next letter is from, and my message is for Shana Yaqoob. Hello, Shana, darling. Good to see you. Shana writes, Hi, Psychic Bob. Can you tell me what my life theme is? Thank you for all you do for your Tubies. Love and light to you always, my sweet friend. Hi, Shana. Well, hon, I got to tell you, you've got a few life themes. You can actually have more than one life theme. And I get around you two actually life themes. One is a spirituality theme. Now, as a spirituality theme person, that means you are always going to be drawn to spiritual things. You're going to be seeking out knowledge of the esoteric. I really think in your life you're going to do a lot of travel as well, because I think that you're going to seek out spiritual truths by literally going around the world. Like you might go off to the pyramids, the Incan pyramids in Mexico, and then you might travel to Machu Picchu and, down in Peru, and then fly to Tibet one time. So I think you're going to be traveling a lot, and I feel it's really connected to your spirituality, life theme. You also have another life theme, which I don't know if you know this one, but maybe you do. It's an artist life theme. That's a carryover from a former life where you were an artist. But I see a lot of creativity around you, and I feel in the coming years you're going to do some sort of visual arts, like making paintings or photography, but I get visual arts around. So you have an artist theme and a spirituality theme. Okay. Anyways, hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thanks for writing. I'll see you soon. All right. My next letter is for Tracy S. Hello, Tracy S. Tracy writes, says, Dear Bob, are there romantic relationships in heaven? That is a great, great question. I get this question sometimes, but I haven't had it on messages, I believe, messages video. So good question. Thanks for asking that. In a nutshell, well, the word is yes, there are. However, I have to caveat that with they're a little different than the way we think of romantic relationships. Now, when we're on Earth and we're in these bodies, we have kind of what I call a dual reality in relationships. We have a physical relationship, meaning we touch people, we engage with our bodies, we have sex, all of that. But really what's behind that is the soul connection, the heart chakra. You know, we have an energy center here in the chest called the heart chakra. That's why I always wear pendants over my chest. It guards my heart chakra. And this center in our chest area is really connected to our soul. So we really love from the soul. And when you die and you go back to heaven or to the spirit world, as I call it, same thing, you operate more from that because you have a spiritual body, but you don't have the same sort of sexual energy. I don't know how to explain that. You know, Jesus said it. He said, you shall be as the angels in heaven, neither given in marriage nor taken in marriage. Now, that doesn't mean there's not love, but it means that it's a different type of love. It's a beyond the body sort of love. And I've heard that souls over there, they do have kind of a sexual energy, but it's not physical in the sense we think of it, excuse me. It's an exchange of heart energy to where they share energy, and it's even more intense and more powerful than anything we know on Earth. So yes, there are romantic relationships. However, also let me add the caveat that everything in the spirit world is without malice, without negativity. On the other side, there's no negativity. So we don't have those things like that get trapped on us on Earth, like jealousy and pettiness and, you know, I had you first and you didn't love me, and none of that exists. Everything has a balance there where you are with the person you're supposed to be with. So, you know, if you were to say, well, Bob, I've been married 3 times, not that Tracy has, but if she had asked me that or somebody had asked me that, Bob, I've been married 3 times, which husband will I have in heaven? Well, that will be determined by the mutual agreement of the heart. You will naturally go to the one that you're supposed to be with. The other 2, they will be totally in harmony with that because they will have a clarity and knowledge that, yes, she's supposed to be with them. So it's not a competition. You know, Elizabeth Taylor had a near-death experience. You might want to research this on YouTube. But of all of her husbands, she had the deepest soul connection to, I think it was the one, Mike Todd was his name. And she had a near-death experience, and Mike Todd greeted her and said, I've been waiting for you, and we're going to be together. But not now. He said, not now, you have to go back, but I am here for you. And of all of her husbands, when she goes back, that'll be the one she'll be with because that's where her soul is. Now, the other husbands in her will all be friends. Everybody gets along in the spirit world. Again, there's no jealousy. So, yes, there are romantic relationships, but they're more elevated, they're more refined, and they're perfect. There's not conflict there. So anyways, I hope that helps answer that. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Laura Doss. Hello, Laura. Thank you for writing. Laura writes, Dear Psychic Bob, can you tell me my last past life? I've always felt like I was an old soul. Thank you. You know, this is interesting, Laura. I keep being shown you lived during the Victorian times, the 1880s, 1890s, It looks like you died in the early 1900s, but you actually lived in England, in the United Kingdom, Britain. You lived over near Cambridge, England, actually in East Anglia. You lived in a large house. You had a husband, but he died when you were relatively young. Doesn't look like you were remarried in that life, but you did practice the craft. You discovered witchcraft as something that brought you a lot of joy after your husband's passing. You were very much involved in spiritualism as well. You did seances. You had a big classic, like Victorian house, large home. You had a bit of money, so you didn't have to worry about money. But you studied mysticism. You were a spiritualist and a witch. Now, I don't think they had the term Wiccan in those days, but you would have been what we call modern day a Wiccan. And you used to do formulas, you do healing works. People would come to you all distraught, you do little spells for them. So you were like a community witch. And, nobody openly called you a witch, but everybody kind of knew. So people knew, like, well, let's drift by her house. We'll help, we'll get some help from her. So you were definitely a spiritual person, did seances, you were psychic yourself, bit of a medium. So that was your former life, okay? Anyways, it was a happy life. Despite being widowed young, you went on and had a really successful life. As I said, you died early 1900s. And I know you're old, so it's interesting you said, I feel like an old soul. Well, you are. It's because you've come back with less than 100 years. Usually souls, a lot of souls, when they cross over, say, I've had enough of the earth, there was enough trauma, and they stay there a few hundred years. Not everybody comes back right away, but the souls that do are generally advanced souls who the spirit world feels, okay, you want to go in, get on some more experience, we'll let you do it. And if you did well in your former life, they usually will let you do it if you want to, okay? Anyways, I hope that helps. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, guys, I tell you, I don't know where the time is going, but we're coming to the part of our show now, which I call Spirit Shoutouts. Spirit Shoutouts are random messages that I receive for YouTube subscribers. By the way, speaking of subscribers, if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button, be part of our channel, and hit the bell so you get updates. But anyway, Spirit Shoutouts are people that are just in my subscriber list. Sometimes I'm updating stuff and looking through my list and checking out my channel, and a message will come through. So I have a few messages from people that I want to bring through, okay? So my first message today is for Joshua Baldomero. Hello, Joshua. I love your name. Listen, I got a message this morning from Archangel Michael for you, and he's asked me to tell you, he says, tell Joshua I'm protecting him, I'm guiding him. He wants you to closely work with him and call on him. I know that you've been going through a situation with a person that's been, shall we say, challenging in your life. That's all I'll say. But Michael's come to me and asked me to tell you he's working with you and guiding you. I also have to tell you, I want you, as a psychic, I want you to visualize also every day before you go out of your house, a column of silver light being on you. Imagine like a column of silver shining light coming down and surrounding you on all sides. Put that around you. That's going to help deflect some of that negativity of that other person that's been kind of put on you. But you need to call on Archangel Michael, okay? But he's working with you. I hope that gives you a little help. Keep me posted. Thanks for writing. All right, our next spirit shout out is for Shadowlander. Hello, Shadowlander. Listen, Shadowlander, you know you have an artist theme. I've told you that before, but I'm being told, I got a message for you that the month of September, this upcoming September, is going to be very significant for you. It looks like there's going to be some major connections for you. I feel that this has a connection to somebody in the music industry, business connection to help get you visible, get you in front of people. So this fall really is a powerful time for you. Also, I want to tell you, you mentioned to me in a letter recently that you had your sister recently had a little girl, a niece named Lexi. I got to tell you, I got a message for Lexi as well. By the way, congratulations to you as an uncle and to your sister as a mother. Lexi has a spirit guide around her. It's a little boy. His name is Billy. And he was an English boy. He's from England, and he lived in the early 1900s. And he wears the little, little caps like boys wore, and had the knee breech pants, like knickers, like right at the knees. But he's around her as a spirit guide. He just wants to hang out and play, and he wants to be like a big brother to her. But his name is Billy. He's around her and a guide. So if you or your sister see her talking to imaginary people, well, they're not so imaginary. It's Billy is around her in spirit. Okay, so you can talk to him as well. Say, hey, Billy, take care of her, help her, and as she gets older and starts talking, she'll be able to tell you about it. But that's the spirit that's around her. The message came through. I had to bring it. Hope it's okay. Thanks for being here. Blessings to you. My next spirit shout out is for Ophichan. I can't read my note here. Ophia Chan Queen. Her name is Miranda in real life. Hi, Miranda. Listen, I got to tell you, I did receive a message for you this morning. There was a young lady that spoke to me. Her name is Miranda. And I heard her say, she said, I'm okay. I heard her literally, it was like she was whispering to me this morning, early this morning. I was getting ready, and she said, like wind, it was like a voice on the wind. It was like, I'm okay, I'm over. Tell her I'm in the light. And she said, I'm fine. And she said she wants to tell you, I don't understand this word, but I wrote it down here. She said, tell her that we all get to choose. We really get to choose. And she's asked me to tell you as well. She said that she might be coming back soon. I get the sense that she wants to reincarnate relatively quickly, like within the next year to 2 years. She said that she's found peace on the other side, but that she realizes that she needs more experience, and it all ended too soon. She said she wants more experience in a more positive way. She said she's been through it in the negative sense. Now she wants to experience the positive. And she said that she wants to come back. So I think you may be seeing her. I get the sense she wants to be reborn to somebody actually in her family. Like there's a younger person who may be pregnant in the next year, and she may actually reincarnate through her same family. But she asked me to tell you, she said, let her know I'm fine. And she said, we all get to choose. So anyway, I don't understand that. That's all I got. But I hope it makes some sense and it helps you. But she's very happy over in the spirit world. And she said, we all get to choose. So she wants me to bring that to you and let you know she's alive and she's not forgotten you. Oops, my light just, well, that's really freaky. Here I am channeling the spirit and this light blows up. Well, my studio lights just blew out. I guess that's another sign for you. Anyway, spirits sometimes do, they blow out lights when I do work. Anyways, sending blessings to you. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, guys, I tell you, I don't know where the time goes, but I had such a good time with you. Listen, I got to say it. Also, pop over to my website. A lot of you have been asking about my books. I am a published author. I have a number of books there at PsychicBob.com. The link to my bookstore will be below. You can buy books. These are all written by me. We've got Ouija Mysteries, the Spirit Board Seances, Messages from Rose, Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom, Psychic Bob's Book of Spells, and I have a few others over there. So check out my website, www.psychicbob.com. Give me a call. Get on my schedule for a reading, 703-825-3929. Put that in your cell phone. Keep it with you. You never know when you might need to call Psychic Bob. 703-825-3929. I look forward to hearing from you. I love you guys. Sending blessings to all of you. We'll be back here tomorrow. It'll be Wiccan Wednesday. We're going to have something mystical. Just be here. We'll see you then. I love you guys. Blessed be.